Hey, it's Dr. Fred with Elite Coaching, and we are here because we're chatting with all the speakers at October 19, 20, Chicago. The theme of our seminar, annual seminar, by the way, this is 10 years. Elite's been in existence. It's gone through some transformation because better and better all the time. And the whole theme has become unstoppable. So the lineup of people that we have, the leaders that are going to share, Dan, Pompa, you're definitely one of them, man. Talk about unstoppable and unstoppable life. I mean, you've told your story all over the profession. When you look at that, I mean, who the heck is more unstoppable than what you've been through? For sure.
Yeah, well, I've been through a lot, and when you said it's about unstoppable, I said I'll accept that. My life has been unstoppable. There is a promise and a calling in my life, and when you accept it, you become unstoppable.
Yeah, you do. And everybody knows, man, you were a high volume corrective care doc, and then all of a sudden, whoom, like the carpet is pulled out from under your feet. That's what unstoppable is. I did this interview with Roberto too, and he said, what makes people unstoppable is not the easy times, it's the most challenging times. I mean, you went from, you're at the top of your game into you're just fighting for your life, basically, right?
No doubt. On my desk right here, Gilles Lamarche gave me this, and I don't know if you can read it.
Yeah.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Yeah. Maybe there's a bunch of getting pissed off and a bunch of F-bombs in there, but the enthusiasm.
Yeah. But it's like here you're unstoppable. But the point of this is it sits right there in front of me, right? Because we need reminders even yet, right? Because we all are going to have those days. We're all going to have the appearance of failures. One thing I learned long ago, and I don't know who cemented it into my mind, but it takes 9 failures before you hit the success. So 2 things. Number 1, you want to get through the failures as quickly as possible. But number 2, more importantly, is you have to look back and say, what did I learn from it? And again, that creates the unstoppable attitude, because then you expect failures and not in a negative way. Because you don't look at failures as failures. You look at it as lessons, information that you need, to go forward. So you got to have these little things in front of you.
Yeah, you do. It's so funny because, you've been to our seminars before, man. And every speaker has a different topic, but they all say the same things because leaders have a similar mindset. Because you're saying all that. What did you learn? I mean, we did the podcast like this with Chris Zano, exactly the same thing, man, because the great minds think the same way. And that's what it's about, man. You heal quickly. You forgive. What did I learn? Let it go. Take the lesson. Friggin' dust your pants off. Wash your face because you probably went face down in the dirt. And then friggin' take your lesson and get up and run again.
Well, you have to. And again, I think everything becomes habit, for better or for worse. And you have to make the habit, reframing yourself to look at failures, setbacks, current circumstances as a step in the right direction. And therefore, then being unstoppable becomes who you are, right? So, I mean, it just becomes something that's part of the process. Right. But you develop a process, just like you get up and brush your teeth or whatever you do in the morning. You develop the process that you just kind of do. And the way you think about failure, the way you think about success, the way you think about what you learn, it just becomes a process. And then the unstoppable becomes, when you said that to me, I'm like, yeah, I am, because I have a process in place. I am going to be unstoppable because, when you look at failures differently, then they don't become stopping points or something that sets you back. You're looking for the pieces of information in it.
Yeah, no question, man. Big picture focus, like keeping that vision in front of you, big picture focus. So I know you're so passionate about what you do and your purpose, and obviously your purpose takes you all over the world. I mean, you've literally recreated your whole life and purpose and have, affected the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are around the world. So, just bringing that mindset is going to be huge for the people that go. What are you going to bring? Like, we talked a little bit about a topic that you want to bring. So what are you going to talk about, man? What is it that you're going to bring that people need to hear, to be there for?
Well, look, I just led a group. You know me. I'm passionate. I mean, I go into the functional medicine world, and I just got back from a big event where literally the most important people in functional medicine, the 3 top cancer doctors, alternative top cancer doctors are there. Everyone. I was the only DC. Actually, Patrick Gentempo was there. He was there for a separate reason, and he'd heard me speak a principled chiropractic to this group of doctors that were there. And, you know, I had 10 of them around me at the end asking me more. So I bring a very principled message no matter where I go, inside or outside of chiropractic. And likewise with this, I'm going to bring you all a very different message that I believe all of you need and can apply into your practice. However, it's still principle based. And I'm going to talk part of it about adaptation principle. The innate intelligence forces, all it wants to do is survive. And I talk about hormone optimization via adaptation. And it's another reason actually why the chiropractic adjustment works. And it's all over the science. And yet in chiropractic, we hear very little about this. I'm going to talk about something I talk about. It's called feast famine cycles and fasting, and just principle of how to force adaptation in even what you do every day. So you're going to learn something you never heard before. That I guarantee.
Nice. Right on, brother. Well, you always bring the heat, man. You've spoken at several elite seminars. You've spoken at our boot camps. You've probably spoken at 3 of our semi-annuals. People love you. They're motivated just to be in your presence. Just to feel your passion and purpose just bleeds into everybody. And so we got I can't remember the line. Well, we got Billy DeMoss, Chris Zano, you, Roberto, Neil Cohen, Ben Greenfield, Aaron Tahir, and forgive me if whoever else I'm forgetting right now, but all truly world-class leaders. So October 19, 20, it's in Chicago. Go to elitecoachingllc.com. Right now we have the early bird registration. It's $397 for you and your whole team. Just go to Elite Coaching LLC and register. And you're going to be bringing the heat and inspiration and purpose like you always do.
I will. I can't help it, man.
So yeah. So any final words, man, that you want to?
Listen, unstoppable is a choice. Unstoppable is a choice, and it becomes habits, and again, it's just a simple thing to reframe how you look at setbacks, failures, if you will. And that's where you start.
Right on. All right, brother. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you. I'm going to see you next in a couple of weekends at UAC, and I love you, man. I'm fired up to be in the audience. So we'll see you there.
You too, man.
All right.